Have you ever been using a shotgun and you're like, I wish this thing wasn't absolute doo-doo water past 100 studs? Well, this secondary completely fixes that, and this is the SASS 308, a literal sniper pistol. So this thing has the exact same muzzle velocity as the intervention, it can one-shot torso up to 30 studs, and it can one-shot head all ranges, and it has 26 RPM, which is almost as high as the Hecate, and it's in the secondary slot. Now the gun is breech loaded, so every time you shoot, you have to load a new round individually, kind of like the BFG, but it's got much faster fire rate than the BFG, and it one-shots head all ranges, so it's honestly a really solid secondary. Now as for a setup, it doesn't need anything, it's just good straight out the box. I recommend a scope on it, but that's kinda it. And I apologize for my skin, I don't know what the hell this is, it looks like I killed Grimace. I swear I'll get a better one later. And for me personally, I tend to avoid super close range weapons that can't kill past mid-range, because quite frankly, a lot of PF takes place in those ranges, and limiting yourself can be a really big hindrance. But this gun completely takes that away, and it'll let you use something like the SASS 12 on Desert Storm and still top frag. And that's why it's so ridiculous. Like, imagine the sweatiest Saiga 12 user you've ever met, and imagine getting killed by him like 4 times in a row. You probably would pull out a sniper and be like, okay, great, I can finally kill him. You finally aim down sights, and this dude just looks at you with this pistol and taps you in the head. That is what this gun lets you do, and that's why it's so damn good. Does it have the same stats as a regular sniper? No. If you're going to primarily snipe, use a primary sniper and then use something like the Deagle XIX as your secondary. But if you want to run something like the SASS 12 and still be a threat past mid-range, dude, this thing will make you unstoppable. The only issue is that it actually does require skill because you have to hit the head. Now, it actually does ridiculous body damage still. So, a lot of snipers only do like 80 to 85 at max range. This thing still does like 94 to the torso. So, you will get so many assist count as kills even if you miss. Like, this thing is just a high damage demon and it goes in your secondary slot. And if you haven't noticed, Phantom Force's secondaries tend to be close range focused and generally meant for picking off 1 or 2 people in emergency situations. However, this is pretty much the only gun that will let you consistently just slaughter people long range. So think of all those stupidly overpowered CQC guns that you don't use because you can't use them past mid-range. This thing takes that weakness away, it's crazy. And the final thing I want to mention about it is that it has ridiculously fast handling. You probably noticed, but you have high mobility, you scope in incredibly fast, there's hardly any scope sway, and the animations are incredibly snappy, and this makes it so intuitive for hitting heads, even if you don't have super good aim. So I highly recommend this weapon, because it is an absolutely ridiculous choice to have when you want to use a close range weapon. Now I wouldn't use it if you're going to use like a generalist automatic or a sniper, because you're covering stuff that you can really already do, and you'd be better off with a deagle. But this gun is insane. I hope you enjoyed this video, let me know some other weapons I should try, join my Discord, subscribe, and bye.